What is this? And why you should use it. In this video, we are going to learn what this device is called and how it can help you become a better guitar player. So, if you hadn't already, if you want to learn how to play guitar and learn a bunch of songs, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell to this YouTube channel so you can start learning how to play the guitar and have all kinds of fun. This little device that you see me clamping on everywhere is called a capo. And a capo is basically a device that allows you to shorten the neck of a guitar. So basically, if you put it on here, on this particular time on the 5th fret, I can play these frets all day long and it's not going to matter because the guitar stops here. But if I play it here, you can. So it basically shortens or lengthens the neck, the fretboard of a guitar. Now this is important, especially if you sing or if you accompany a singer and the key of the song might be a little difficult for the singer, or they sound better in a certain key, or you like playing it and singing in a particular key, a certain key. Well, the capo can help you out because you can easily change the key of a song. So for instance, like Keith Whitley's My Amy, My Amy. Now everybody talks about the California quakes. So that's in the key of F. But if that was too hard for somebody singing and they want to move it down just a little bit, so it was on the 3rd fret. But if I move the capo down one more fret, again, it lengthens the fretboard, the neck of the guitar. So now, if I put it on the 2nd fret, and if that key of F was a little too high for the singer, just if you move it down a half a step or 1 fret, then that might be better. Now everybody talks about the California quakes. So that was better for the singer. So you can move the capo up and down the fretboard till you find the right key for you to sing in if you sing, or if you're playing along with somebody that does sing, you can fool around and play the same chords. And that's important because another reason why you should use a capo is if you're just starting to learn how to play the guitar and you just know a few chords, you can use this capo to help you out. And here's what I mean. So some people find playing the chord F difficult. And that's your F right there. But, so say if you only knew like the D chord, G chord, A chord, and you're still trying to learn how to play the F chord, well, if you got a capo, you simply find the fret that makes the F chord on your guitar. In this case, the 3rd fret. And I already know how to play D, A, and G, then, you know, until you can play songs that are in the key of F or use the F chord until you learn how to make those chords and keep practicing to get those chords down. You could just substitute the chord shape of D, G, and A by the use of a capo. So for instance, back to Keith Whitley's My Amy, My Amy. It's in the key of F. Now everybody talks about the California quakes. But if I didn't know how to make that F, but I do know how to make a D shape, I just put a capo on the 3rd fret. Now everybody talks about the California quake, same chord. There's just a different way we're doing it. We're using a capo here. So if you have a limited number of chords you could play, you can use the capo, which will help you play pretty much any chord. You just got to use the capo. Now, another reason to use a capo, if we're sticking with the F chord, I want you all to use your ears here. So, okay, you hear that sound? That's an F, but so is this. But see how different? It's brighter. It's a different tone. So that's another reason to use a capo. You can still play the same chords, but the tone of the chord is going to be different. It's going to be brighter if you go on up the neck of the there. Anytime that you use the capo, you'll get a different sound as you would if you played a bar chord or an open chord. They all have these different tones, which is great. If you're a guitar player, if you're a songwriter, if you're a musician, that's what we do. Much like a painter has different colors to their palette, musicians, songwriters, guitar players have different sounds. That's what they work with. So this capo could help you out experiment with sounds. And last reason to use a capo is to play phenomenal songs. So, I mean, you got, if you put this on the 7th fret, you got Here Comes the Sun, or Hotel California. So it opens up the songbook in so many ways to play so many famous songs throughout history. So that's what a capo is. A capo is a wonderful device, cheap. You get one, depends on which kind you get, anywhere from $8 on up. Probably a good one, I would say $15-20. You got the kind that screws on. I like these clamp-ons because you can move them around real quick. See how bright that is? And another thing, I want to mention this. And if you're just learning, your fingers are getting used to playing the guitar, the fact, usually when you shorten the neck, these frets, the higher up you go, it gets easier to play. So for instance, if you have trouble playing the C chord, like that, well, playing the C chord up here on, let's say like the 6th fret, it's going to be a lot easier than playing it down where it originally is. Okay, so there. You could change keys easily to fit your voice or the singer that you're playing with's voice. If you're limited number of chords that you know, you just use those same chord shapes with the use of a capo, and you'll be able to play those chords that you don't know yet, such as the F we were using in our example. It makes different sounds and textures. So it becomes brighter typically when you use the use of a capo. So it can really add some things to your songs and to your guitar playing when you use a capo. Plenty of classic songs use the capo. So it's good to learn even more songs if you learn how to use a capo. And then it's easier on the fingers typically when you get up here and play on those higher frets. So I encourage you to use a capo. If you don't have one yet, go out and get you one and experiment with it, play around with it. It's going to just add that much more to your guitar playing and your singing and your songwriting if you write songs. All right, so go get you a capo. And if you want to learn how to play guitar, go ahead and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Leave a comment if you have any certain songs you want to learn or any questions about how to play the guitar or tips that you want to know, or if you're hung up on something and having trouble with a certain thing in terms of playing the guitar. Leave a comment below. I'll be glad to help you out. Go out and get yourself a capo and have some fun with this device.